Let's invoke some muses, shall we? Daedalus was born in Athens. He was the son of Medon and Alcippe. Actually, his father could have been Euphalamus or even Palameon, and his mother could have been Aphino or Pharasmede. Either way, he was a descendant of Hephaestus, the mighty god of the forge. Daedalus was a talented craftsman and opened up a workshop where he taught apprentices. One of those apprentices was his nephew Talos. According to myth, Daedalus invented the axe, the ceramic wheel, and the mast used on ships. Daedalus was credited for creating the saw, but it was actually his pupil Talos who first invented it. Talos made the prototype out of a fish's jawbone. He also invented the compass while he was at it. Daedalus grew jealous of Talos, so he did what anyone would do. He pushed his nephew off of a building. Now, according to Ovid, Athena intervened and turned Talos into a partridge. Partridge Talos then flew away into safety. In other versions of the myth, Talos is less lucky. Daedalus was soon found guilty of murder and chased out of Athens. Meanwhile, on the other side of the world, King Minos of Crete was looking for a man to design a room for his stepson, and Daedalus was just desperate enough to accept the task. Turns out King Minos wanted Daedalus to create an elaborate labyrinth so he could keep his stepson contained. If you haven't caught on by now, his stepson is the Minotaur. Also, Daedalus had a kid with a Cretan woman by the name of Naphsocrate while he was designing the labyrinth. He named his child Icarus. King Minos was very satisfied with the labyrinth. There was only one detail that displeased him. Daedalus and Icarus were loose ends that knew the secret to solving the maze. King Minos decided to lock up Daedalus and Icarus inside a tower to ensure that the labyrinth's solution would remain forever a secret. Daedalus suddenly recalled all those times that King Minos would playfully threaten to lock him and his son inside a tower, and now realized that Minos wasn't joking. Daedalus was locked up with Icarus. He knew that escape by land was impossible, and escape by sea would be equally as challenging since Crete had extremely secure ports. Daedalus knew that in order to escape, he would have to go where no mortal had gone before, the sky. Using his genius and skill as a craftsman, Daedalus was able to craft gigantic wings out of feather and wax. And Icarus, well, he tries so hard. He's a trier. Daedalus warned Icarus that he could not fly too low, or else he would fall into the sea. Icarus was also forbidden from flying too high, because the heat from the sun would melt the wax in the wings. Daedalus and Icarus both took to the air. Daedalus flew true, but Icarus could not resist the temptation to fly close to the sun. The wax inside his wings melted, and he fell to his death.
And his name is John C.
Daedalus named the body of water the Icarian Sea, and the nearby island where he buried Icarus, Icaria. According to Ovid, a partridge's song could be heard while Daedalus buried his fallen son. Daedalus would then go on to live in Sicily, where he continued to work wonders and have adventures that surpassed the budget of this film. He would eventually die a boring death as an old man. Thus ends the tale of Daedalus, a story of highs and lows and two boys falling to their death.